guys, welcome in. Happy Thanksgiving. Here's our prefix menu.
Oh, no, we just want 2 burgers well done.
Oh, unfortunately, we're only offering the Thanksgiving special today.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sorry.
If we wanted turkey, we would have just gone home.
Yeah, no, I hear you, but we've been advertising our Thanksgiving menu for months. So when you made a reservation, you should have been notified and reminded several times so that there wouldn't be any miscommunication.
Well, I wasn't. How hard is it to offer different options?
Girl, I'm just the server. I don't make any decisions. The owners are adamant on being open 365 days a year. So they wanted to curate a special holiday experience for guests instead of just closing and letting their staff spend time with family.
Oh, Crimea River.
So you mean to tell me that there are no other food options back there?
Not that's for sale.
So if I want to eat here, I have to spend $125 minimum on this prefix menu that doesn't even include beverages?
Well, it does come with 1 free drink.
Wow, lucky me. God, this is ridiculous. Look, I know it's not ideal, but it's a lot of food, and it's actually really good. The stuffing's made in-house.
Honey, I came in with expectations, and I'm simply not willing to be flexible.
Okay, well, would you like me to give you a few minutes to decide what you'd like to do?
I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm not paying this.
Okay, no worries. Then we'll just ask you to get up so we can give your table to one of the parties on the wait list.
Oh, come on, I come in here all the time. Just tell the kitchen that Cindy would like 2 burgers. I'm sure they'll make an exception.
They won't.
Great, fantastic. Happy Thanksgiving. You just lost a loyal customer.
Okay. Maria, I have asked you a million times to please do your dishes right after you use them.
Okay, and I mostly do.
Are you kidding? You've maybe done 1 dish since moving in here. I always end up doing them for you.
Well, maybe because you can't let a dish sit for more than half a second, right? Like, if you don't want to do them, don't. Just let it sit in the sink and it'll get done.
Dirty dishes sitting in the sink for a week doesn't work for me. I don't want bugs.
Come on, it wouldn't be a week, but you wouldn't know that because the minute I finish a meal, you're waiting in the wings, ready to swoop in and lecture me on my bad habits.
This is my home. I deserve to live in a clean space.
Oh, I know it's your home. You remind me every time I breathe too loud.
It's just frustrating. I'm not your mom. I shouldn't have to clean up after you.
Yeah, exactly, Rachel. You're not my mom, and I don't want to have to live under a microscope as if you are.
Not everyone feels the need to clean the second a crumb hits the counter.
When I'm done eating, I'm allowed to digest a little, and then I'll get to the dishes when I get to them.
And when will that be? When our lease is up?
Haha. And you know what else really drives me up a wall? When I'm in my bedroom and I hear you audibly huffing and puffing out in the kitchen. Like, message received. You don't need to throw a tantrum.
Well, then maybe show a little more respect, okay? You have a roommate, Maria. You can live in filth all you want when you can afford your own place.
And you can live in your sterile little dollhouse when you can afford your own place.
Excuse me, I want to speak to the manager.
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
We were having a perfectly pleasant evening until our server had the audacity to come up to us and ask if there was a problem with the service after we chose not to tip. It was confrontational and we do not appreciate that.
Oh, you don't appreciate confrontation? Then what's this?
Oh, you don't mind being the confronter, you just don't like being confronted. Makes sense.
Well,
look, ma'am, I understand your frustration. She did let me know that you didn't leave a tip, and when that happens, we just check in to make sure everything was okay.
I don't have to leave a tip. I paid my bill. That should be the end of it.
Sure, tipping is technically optional.
Nope, tipping is 100% optional.
But it is fairly standard in the US, so if there's no tip on a $400 tab, we need to make sure that it's not because you were unhappy or mistreated, and rather because you can't afford it or want to make a point.
Well, I can afford it. I just think the restaurant should have to pay their staff, not me.
Fair viewpoint.
And now I'm extremely unhappy with the way this was all handled.
Okay, well, that's just the way we operate. If there's something we can improve, we'd genuinely rather know than assume.
No, I think we both know that's not why she confronted me. She wanted to call me out and embarrass me.
I am so sorry if you feel embarrassed, but if it wasn't her who confronted you, it would have been me, and I'm a lot less polite than she is.
Oh, that's rich. So you condone this vile behavior?
Yes. You're just the head of the snake, aren't you?
No, there's no need to be defensive, ma'am. You've made your point. We truly appreciate your feedback. Have a nice evening.
Hello, we have a reservation under the name Libby.
Oh, Libby party of 6?
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing here that your reservation was at 7 p.m.
Okay, and?
Well, it's now 7:45, so unfortunately we had to give the table away.
I'm sorry, what? You gave away my reserved table?
Yeah, so we have a 15-minute grace period, but after that's up, we kind of have to move on with the evening.
Okay, that's insane. Ever heard of letting a person know when their whole evening's gonna be wrecked?
Good question. Have you ever heard of letting a restaurant know when you're gonna be 45 minutes late, or did we miss your call?
Nice attitude.
You didn't answer the question.
Nope, I didn't call.
Okay, well that's generally the proper way to go about something like that, so in the future, just give us a heads up and we will do everything we can to accommodate.
I'm not gonna call you while I'm driving. That would be unsafe.
Yeah, no, of course not. I wasn't suggesting that. You have a party of 6. It would have just taken one of you.
This is just great. So we don't get to eat dinner tonight because I got out of work a little bit later than usual.
Grocery stores are open until 9.
Do I look like somebody who cooks for themselves?
Good point, no. Well, good news. Chipotle is open till 11.
No, we're not getting fast food. When is your next opening?
Yeah, we're fully booked for the rest of the night.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you change that answer because you clearly don't know who I am.
Respectfully, ma'am, unless you're the owner or the owner's mother, it doesn't really matter who you are.
Next.
Ooh, Samantha, I'm so glad you're here.
You just got slammed. Do you mind hopping on the floor a few minutes early?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Let me just clock in and I'll be right out.
Oh, no, don't clock in until you're scheduled.
So you want me to work for free?
Oh, just for like 15 minutes tops. We need a little help closing out all the tables from the lunch rush.
So let me get this straight. You want me to help out with tables whose tips will fully be going to somebody else while also not even making a couple of measly dollars from the millionaires who own this place?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds like the job of a manager.
Come on, please. We just need you to be a team player.
Well, last I checked, team players get compensation.
It's not my choice. You know how the owners get when people clock in early. It's prohibited.
Okay, then I won't be hopping on the floor early. It's kind of a personal policy. Working without pay is prohibited too.
Seriously, Samantha, can you please just refrain from being difficult with me for 2 seconds and go close out table 13?
No, I'm not going to be penalized for showing up early. If I'm working, I need to be clocked in. It's a simple concept.
Well, everyone else is willing to help out when we need it.
And everyone else is being taken advantage of.
You know, this is why people say you have an attitude.
If having an attitude means expecting to be paid for my labor, then yeah, I guess I'm an absolute menace. You know what? I think I actually have to go buy a coffee before my shift. I am simply exhausted from carrying the concept of labor laws solely on my back. See you in 30 minutes.
Samantha, wait.
Oh, and I vow to never show up early again.
I think it's wrong. You're taking that job when you have children at home.
Thanks for your opinion, but I've got it covered.
I'm just so curious. How are you going to do it?
Well, not that it's really any of your business, but childcare, family, their father.
Yes, but you're their mother. Do you really think it makes sense to take on a career that requires that much of your energy at this point in your life?
I'm 28.
Yeah, and you committed to the life of a young mom, so this whole thing's just a little selfish, no?
I don't think so. It's always been my dream.
Sure, but you have kids now. Isn't that the true dream?
So what, my passions and aspirations just don't matter anymore?
No, it's just that children really need routine and stability.
And they'll still have those things.
Well, I just don't think it's fair to the kids to only have half their parents' attention.
Doesn't your husband travel half the month for work?
Yeah, but that's different.
Why? Because he's a man?
No, he's providing for our family.
So am I.
Okay, I doubt your little acting gig pays what he makes. It's all a little flashy for me.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing it's my life and not yours.
You're not scared it'll take away from really enjoying motherhood?
No, you know what really takes away from enjoying motherhood? Guilt and unrealistic expectations and acting like having ambitions means I love my kids less.
I didn't say that. I'm just so curious how you're going to find that balance.
Life is a balancing act.
Okay, but you're supposed to be the role model. How can you justify getting up on stage in that tiny little costume?
I think I'm a great role model. I'm going to teach them to follow their dreams and that if they work hard, anything's possible, and not to shrink themselves down to placate somebody else's expectations of them.
Well,
end of conversation.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Well, it's absolutely insane. And then on Tuesday night, he came over and I was like, what are you doing here?
Alrighty then, I guess we're not ready.
Excuse me, where are you going? We need to order.
Do you? Because you just blatantly ignored my existence. So to me, that indicates you're not ready to order.
Well, maybe do your job and ask what we want.
Yeah, I'm just not going to waste my breath if I'm not being acknowledged.
We were talking. You have to have a little bit of patience and wait till we're ready.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just wait around and do my job on your timeline.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, not happening. You want to treat me like I'm invisible? Oh, I'll be invisible. I'll prioritize everybody in this restaurant over you.
You can't talk to me like that.
Yeah? Who's going to stop me?
Aren't you afraid I could get you fired?
No.
Wow, so you're that cocky you think you're immune.
Oh, no, I just genuinely don't care if I get fired. In case it wasn't clear by my attitude, I don't love it here.
Then just quit.
Maybe next week.
Girl, life is too short to be at a job that makes you miserable.
Yeah, but this is just my side gig.
You can love a side gig.
Can you?
Yeah, why not? Just start making TikTok videos or something.
Not a bad idea.
So can we order now?
You know what? You inspired me. I have always dreamt of quitting mid-shift.
Good for you, but how about those drinks?
Hey, Emily, can you take their order? I'm gonna go home and start a TikTok channel and call it Dre Figgy Smalls for some reason.
Why would you call it that?
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds kind of funny, and it's probably not gonna be successful in any capacity.